Hey, so just wrapped up the conversion on your Sabertrio Vahlken over from an RGB tri-cree setup to CFX with a Neopixel setup. So here's your modded Vahlken with the MHS booster. There. You've got, probably can't see it yet, but my Neopixel connector in there, which has a blade detection pin, which I've set up for the CFX. So to access the internals, just unscrew the booster like you would before. We don't need to unscrew the pommel anymore because I actually have a speaker spacer kind of wedged in there to help with sound. So just unscrew it by the booster. And we have part of your chassis sticking out like that, and just slide it out. So here's your removable chassis with your CFX board, your chassis connector up there, the battery holder, recharge port, and your 28mm bass speaker. So for this chassis design, I kind of went with similar aesthetics to the Vahlken. I've got this kind of like, I guess like octagon type of design there to mimic this section, as well as this here to mimic the booster kind of. So let's put a battery in this thing. So when inserting the battery, we've got this spring side was the negative marked there, positive button top marked positive there. So flat side towards the spring, button top towards the flatter side. And all you need to do is just slide the chassis in. There are pogo pin connectors in there which interface with this PCB here. So you can kind of slide it in any orientation you want. And then just tighten the pommel or the booster in. So I do have tangible font selection set up, but I have it set that you can still ignite it even without a blade in. So there's the Neopixel connector. So I'm gonna put a blade in here. So there's just kind of a short dagger test blade. So there's tangible font selection set up so that when you enter the blade, it makes this sound, and then when you remove it, it makes that kind of like short circuit sound. So let's tighten that up. So to turn it on, and down like that. It's a pretty loud setup now. Next this one. Accent swings. Got bumper blocks. You can also turn on as muted. And let's go through sound bank selection.
Sound bank selection.
In the dark age, we...
SD card US system exit menu.
Got your enclosed speaker now, so hopefully it's a little louder than before. I'm gonna cycle back to the guitar font.
Sound bank selection.
Name's Kyle Katarn.
So in terms of the config itself, I did copy the latest firmware update from Plectro Labs, as well as copied over the default Neopixel config. Tried to copy over some of the existing settings onto that as best as I could, but there may be some changes from what you had before. So once you receive the Saber, if you want, you can kind of go through the config and revert back some of the changes that you had before. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm going to send this demo video over to you and get this shipped out to you as soon as possible. Thank you.